Hi, I'm Tim, welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. If you enjoyed these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I would really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing the latest generation Rolex Oyster Perpetual Day-Date 40. This is the 228-238 in yellow gold, 40 millimeters in diameter on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. This one wears quite agreeably. The timepiece is compact at 12 millimeters thick, so it sits low and it will easily ship any dress cuff or tight sleeve. You can see that from lug to lug, 47.4 millimeters, and with the new pivoted end link to the President bracelet, you have the ability to pull the bracelet straight down. There's no longer the flare and the solid end link rigidity that you would have found on the prior 41 millimeter Day-Date 2. Now the timepiece has a 21 millimeter spacing between the lugs. You'd have to be a little bit bonkers to replace the Rolex factory bracelet with a strap, but 21 millimeters is the size if you wish to do so. Now the timepiece features a bracelet that has more to it than meets the eye. Yes, it's the Rolex President design, but it has ceramic coated pins internally. Now this was prototyped, at least on a series basis, in the Platinum Day-Date 2 and only the Platinum Day-Date 2, just to see how it would work out. Well, it passed the test, and now every version of the 2015 to present Day-Date 40 has those ceramic pins inside the bracelet. Because the bracelet links in gold cannot wear down the pins, the bracelet cannot stretch. The wearing of the pins and the diminution of their diameter is what causes Rolex bracelet stretch. It's not actually stretching of the links. With the ceramic coated pins, that's dead. Now the small links of the President mean it's supple like the Rolex Jubilee, but the 3-link design, and especially with the solid center links now, and Rolex bracelets are so well made in the modern era, it feels as solid and redoubtable as the Oyster, so it's the best of both worlds. Distinctive of this model, it's the President bracelet. It has the small links for the souplesse, plenty of venting on the underside, and of course the 3-link solidity of the Oyster sports bracelet. The clasp also more than meets the eye. You can see that internally it's all of high polish, but there's actually a beacon hook system. You can hear it snap shut. But this is a vertical trigger system. It's not a friction fit clasp. You can't just pull it open. You need to unlatch and trigger the release. So it's a very smart design that manages to pack a useful locking system into a very low profile, and you'll note that all of the removable links are fixed by screws, and there are quite a few of them, and with many small removable links you will be able to fine-tune and capture the perfect sizing. Polished lug hoods, polished case flank. This is not the super case. This is a graceful traditional Rolex dress watch form. It is the Oyster case, but it's kinder and gentler than the Explorer 2s, the Sea Dwellers, the Subs, and the GMTs, and I'm all in favor. You can see the double dot in gold. That means Rolex twin lock crown, screw down, 100 meters water resistant, and this watch being of recent manufacture and completely untouched, that is not refinished, it still has the gem-like sharp faceting of the fluted Rolex yellow gold bezel. Now let's take a quick look at the dial. We'll back out a little bit, get everything in focus, and you can see that it is a lovely sunburst silver, verging on white. It has a sunburst dynamism, so it does have a little bit of a lovely twist and shake as you move it through the light. The light undulates over its surface in mystifying fashion. Lovely, faceted, and polished. Solid yellow gold Roman numerals, and you can see they use stylized Roman numerals with a watchmaker's 4. You have the day and the date, yes. You also have the hands at center in yellow gold and the Rolex coronet in yellow gold. All of this precious metal on the dial side, so it will never oxidize or tarnish. There is a railroad track outboard, and you can see the new Rolex signature down at 6 o'clock, the Rolex crown between Swiss and made. We're seeing that more and more as Rolex rolls out its next generation watches. Now the watch does feature a Cyclops eye. I don't find that it monopolizes the dial quite the way it does on the 36 millimeter cases and smaller. It wears more naturally on the 40, and with a silver white dial and essentially a white date disc, it blends in nicely. You have the day and the date. You also have a double quickset system. Let me just make sure I roll through. Nope, there was no date change, so no danger zone, but there is a double quickset system that allows you to rapidly change the date, and then you turn in the opposite direction and you can change the date. Change the day, change the date, pull the crown, hack the watch, stop seconds. Now you can synchronize to a reference time. The timepiece featuring internally Rolex's next generation Day-Date caliber 3255, 31 joules, automatic winding, 70-hour power reserve. It has the stop seconds, the double quickset. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour. It features a full balance bridge and a free sprung index for shock resistance, a oxidized niobium zirconium blue colored hairspring for anti-magnetism. Rolex calls that Parachrom blue. It features Rolex's own shock protection, Paraflex, and it is adjusted in 6 positions. Because it has a handmade Breguet overcoil hairspring, the better to ace the Swiss COSC chronometer certification test, and the watch certainly has that certificate. What it also has is Rolex's recasing and readjustment at the factory as a fully cased watch to ensure that the watch keeps better than chronometer time as a fully assembled timepiece. Remember, the COSC is just for the movement. So Rolex attests that this watch will run no worse than -2 + 2 seconds per day, the substantive basis for that term superlative chronometer. It features a thinner mainspring barrel with a larger mainspring, as well as Rolex's innovative Chronergy escapement, effectively Rolex's answer to Omega's coaxial, all of these helping to extend the previous day-date power reserve from 48 hours out to 70 plus. You can see and you can own this Rolex Oyster Perpetual Day-Date 40 on the watch box.